Good evening, all. Coming to you with another video. I'm going to talk about a few things in this video. The first thing I'm going to talk about is this shortage, food shortage I keep hearing about that is supposed to be occurring. Also, we're supposed to be heading towards another lockdown. I had a dream a few days ago that I went to the supermarket and the shelves are empty. And I was beating myself up because I knew I should have went earlier to buy some food. And it was just too late. There was nothing on the shelves. Y'all, please take this serious. People have been talking about coming food shortages for years. Take this serious. Stock up on dry dry foods like beans, pasta, stuff like that, canned goods, soups, and things of that nature, okay? Canned fruit. Just stock up on water. Have your some extra toilet paper and bleach and paper towels. Just stock up. Sacrifice. Don't buy that pair of shoes, that weave, or whatever. You might have to, renege on that vacation. Put your money into investing into your future, just in case something happens and you might not be able to get what you want from the local stores. Okay, so please take this serious. So I just wanted to put that out because that's very important. And also, don't forget your pets. Buy extra dog food, canned food for dogs and cats, okay? Please. Whatever type of pet you got, a bird, please. Have some extra food in store for them that could last for a couple of months, several months. Because they got to eat too. Come on now. You can't just get rid of your animals or not care about them just because, you can't forget your animals. You cannot forget them just because they're not human. You have to take care of what you have taken into your care. You have taken responsibility for. You have to take care of it. All right. So don't forget the pets, y'all. Now, I wanted to talk about this gender war going on between black men and women here in America. Now, I want to make sure that we are speaking specifically about Black American people, because what's going on between us is not going on between Africans. It's not going on. This is not happening between islanders and Caribbeans for the most part. Okay, so we have to specify. This is something that this is a pathology that we're dealing with right here in America. So I just want to say that we better be very careful, because you got black men, mostly black men, who started it and who initiated this and keeps it going, slandering and dragging black women all across social media. The whole world knows what's going on. It's so embarrassing. And then you have these silly women that take up for them and do the same thing. Will do the same thing. Green light it. That's just bad for you, because what's going to happen and what's happening as a result is much deeper than what a lot of people are looking at, are taking notice of. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of Nazi Germany, when the Nazis and Hitler began demonizing the people that they wanted to exterminate before they actually exterminated them. And they did this to make it easier to kill them, to make it seem like, they deserved it. A lot of people may have turned their heads, or people would have started saying, oh yeah, they deserve it, because they constantly slandered these people, and they used the media to do it. They used newspapers to do it, lying on these people, posting criminal acts supposedly committed by people from these specific groups that they wanted to kill. This is not new. This is not new for people, nations who want to get rid of a certain segment of their population to do. They demonize them first, make them easier to kill. And that's exactly what's happening to black women. If you don't be careful, you know what? We're at that point. We're just at that point. Let me tell you what I keep getting, this premonition I keep getting. You know, these challenges that every time you look up, they got this challenge, the crate challenge, that challenge. Young black men are going to come up with a bottle challenge. And what they're going to do is that they're going to just start throwing bottles at unsuspecting specifically young black girls that they don't even know. They just going to start hitting them with bottles, trying to hit them in their head. And it's going to be called the bottle challenge. Okay, I keep getting this premonition. I keep feeling this. I keep seeing this. And I've been trying to block it out of my mind. And at first I didn't want to talk about it because it's like, I don't want to always be talking about something negative. But I tried to not talk about that. I tried to make it seem like it's just something that popped up. No, Spirit is making me talk about it. That challenge, bottle challenge, is gonna come up, and all you people, especially you women, black women, who have sided with these men in their slanderous lies and against black women and just talking down about us and dragging us, you might be on the receiving end of somebody slapping your daughter upside the head with a bottle. Okay? And just remember that you supported and had something to do with the support of this femicide that is occurring and is about to occur and get much worse. Okay, just thank yourself for that. I would like to talk a little bit more about sisters. Okay, I've been seeing online. I haven't talked to nobody talking like this yet. I don't talk to a lot of people anyway, but online I've been seeing more and more sisters talk about not having black male babies. In other words, if you find out that you're pregnant with a male, abort it. What? Kill him in the womb. Wait a minute. You're not making any sense. First of all, that's genocide for real, because you're purposely selecting a gender to genocide from your womb. We're not talking about women's reproductive rights here. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about you commit genocide on your own offspring just because of the sex. But this is senseless on so many levels. I just can't mentally grasp this. First off, if you feel like you should abort a black male, if you were to get pregnant and you found out it was going to be a male, you should abort it. Why are you sleeping with a black man in the first place? Better yet, why don't excuse me, why don't you just keep your legs closed, period? Because any child that comes out of your womb is going to be who and what you are. Okay, so you might as well stop that foolishness right now. Another thing about sisters, and this is really bothering me. I would get in these groups where they're talking all this crazy mess, and I would say, look, there's nothing we can do about these black men today. But your young sons, your young nephews, your young cousins, you need to instill in them to respect, protect, and choose black women, the women of their own people, over any other a woman, especially non-black women. When I tell sisters this, the hostility is unbelievable. They get hostile with me. What's so hostile about you telling your sons to respect a woman that looks like you? Why are you getting hostile? Why are you getting angry? Why are you accusing me of blaming you for what's going on? I didn't blame you for the attitude and in the ways of the sons that you're complaining about that comes forth from out of your womb. Now, I know we can't do anything about what the generation of mothers did before us. I'm talking about us now. Why are you so mad? You know, and I'm not saying that the whole generation of mothers before this generation of mothers were terrible mothers. I kind of feel that you weren't paying attention to the outside influences that would eventually bring us where we are today in this gender war with black men initiating it. You wasn't paying attention to the rap music that was misogynistic and calling women bitches and hoes and this and that. 20 problems and a bitch ain't this and hoes, money over hoes and all that. You probably didn't like it, but you didn't see what it was doing to black women and black men on a larger level. Now we see, okay? And that's not the only outside influences that causes people, period, to demean and look down on black women, okay? Our features, our hair, the way we dress, whatever it is about us, all right? You weren't paying attention. And some of you all deliberately caused your sons to hate black women who look like you, women from the same lineage as you. I remember Taye Diggs. I was reading a story about him, and he said when he was a little boy, he was looking in this magazine, and he was looking at this black woman. He was just looking at her, admiring her, and then he said out loud, as a little boy, he said out loud, "I'm gonna marry her." And his mama looked at the person he was talking about, and he said that his black ass mama said, "No, you gonna marry a white woman." Now, I don't know if she was playing or what, but he didn't say that she laughed and you know, played it off or nothing like that. He said it like she meant it. So black women, a lot of us have directly and indirectly caused our young black males to disrespect women who look like us. All right, let's just admit it. We cannot go completely without blame, and I'm not saying that you purposely did it. We need to pay more attention to our children. Let's just say that. So let's go back to these sisters today talking about abort black males in the womb. You would rather abort your child just because it's a black male, not because you're not ready. You know you can't take care of this child. It was the result of some type of traumatic event or nothing like that. Just because you would rather tell women and tell yourself to do that instead of saying, "Look, I'm gonna raise my child that I have, my black son, and talk to my black nephews and cousins and tell them to respect and love the women of their race." You would rather abort them. What are you doing? What are you talking about? You know what? I have come to the conclusion that it's at least subconsciously, and I'm gonna say consciously, don't nobody hate black women more than other black women. Black men just pick that mess up. They picking that shit up from us. I'm sorry. I just have to say it because this is what is making more sense to me. Okay. So, we better, get a hold of this. We better make some changes that include the healing and restoration of the relationship between black men and women before it gets, worse. And, like I said, I see this femicide of black women escalating. And one of the ways it's going to escalate is this bottle challenge that's going to target young black girls, having black men targeting young black girls, throwing bottles at them, hitting them in the head and all that with bottles. Some of them are not going to survive this. A lot of things are happening. A lot of our young black women and sisters are coming up missing, never to be seen or found again, being randomly murdered. It was St. Louis, Missouri. I don't. It might not have been St. Louis. I think it was Missouri. They're talking about. I was looking at this TikTok video that this young lady made, and she was talking about how women are just, just being murdered tragically for nothing. They think they got a serial murderer out there. She tends to say, or she tends to think. She said that it was white people. She didn't say that. She kind of pointed to the palm of her hand to indicate people that are not the same color as us. But that's not necessarily true. That is not necessarily true. So just remember what I said, okay? And we're going to, one day we're going to look back at this and sorrowfully regret that we participated in this pathology, okay? Because of the results, all right? So going back to my sisters, this is not a video against you. I am doing this in love, okay? I am doing this in love. You don't have to agree, but at least think about it. You know what I'm saying? At least look at yourself and try to see if you can relate to what I'm saying. So maybe you have something in you that you didn't realize that this video might shine a light on, so you can transform that into something better that benefits you and our people as a whole. Okay, so please don't take this personal. Like I said, it's all done in love. All right, so that's all I wanted to talk about tonight at this time. Thank you for listening. Please like and share this video. Peace, light, and love again to all. Good night.